Hi, you guys. Today I want us to talk about this question right here. Would you rather be an unimportant character in The Walking Dead, a TV series on AMC, or would you rather be an unimportant character in the sci fi classic from the 1980s, Back to the Future? I'm asking this question today because both films present us with some pretty interesting exponential growth situations. Exponential functions are one of the three types of functions that we study in algebra. We started, of course, with linear functions, which you had already learned in middle school, studying lines. Then we moved on to quadratic functions, studying parabolas or U-shaped graphs. And now our third thing that we need to study before you're ready to move on to geometry and algebra 2 is exponential functions. Exponential functions are used in the real world to model and to predict the future for situations that change really rapidly, that grow really rapidly. For example, a virus, like we see in The Walking Dead, there's a zombie virus. And also situations with investment. For example, investing in Amazon or Apple would give you exponential growth on your return on your investment. To think about this closely, let's think about a situation. Just imagine it. Miss Brennan, Miss Doolittle, and Miss Wise, we're going for a walk on Sunday, and we're trying to see the sights and think about what we're going to do on Monday with our students. And while we're on this walk, some animal comes crazily out of the forest, and Miss Doolittle, Miss Brennan, their coaches, they ran. I was still too busy trying to figure out what's happening, so I did not get to run away. And I was scratched or something. So I go home, I check my wound. I think I'm just scratched. But little did I know, I was bitten. And bitten in such a way that I will turn into a zombie. I've been infected, and I will turn into a zombie less than 24 hours later. It's sad, right? So sad. So that's Sunday. Miss Wise is the first zombie. And she's a zombie. She's losing her brains. She's not really thinking what she's doing. So she's just following her routine. So Monday morning, where does a teacher of 15 plus years go? That's right. She goes back to school. And unfortunately, she infects one of her students. Let's say it was second period because they're my first period and they didn't get lucky. So I infected one student from second period because this virus is such that in one day, a zombie can only infect one additional person. And of course, other zombies transmit faster and slower, but this imaginary infection is going to be one person can infect one person every 24 hours. So now, Monday, we've got 2 zombies. And the student and I, we're going to come back to school the next day because that's our routine. We're just zombies following what our bodies do. And then we're each going to infect 2 more. And so now on Tuesday, we're going to end up with 4 zombies. Can you see where this is going? Those 4 zombies are going to become 8 zombies because those 4 people are going to infect 4 more people. Oh, Lord. Lordy goodness. Oh, my goodness. Thursday, we went from 8 zombies to 16. It's getting scary in here. Now, I've got 30 students in my second period class. Is anyone going to be left over tomorrow? 16 people are going to infect 16 more people, so no. Not only are all 30 of my students from second period infected, this isn't 30 students, this is 32 students. 32 students means that 2 of my students from second period have infected someone else while they were in another class or walking down the hallway. Very scary stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's what the world would be like, if you were an unimportant character in The Walking Dead. What would the world be like, though, if you were an unimportant character in Back to the Future? Now, I don't want to give any spoilers in case you haven't seen it, But in Back to the Future, there's an antagonist named Biff who does some pretty sketchy stuff to make some money. And he's a bad guy, very selfish. He invests, let's say he invests $1. The next day, that dollar is going to become a second dollar. Those $2 the next day will become $4. Those $4 again, they're going to double each day. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Each day, this doubles and the 16 becomes 32, just like with the zombies. And then the 32 will become 64. It doubles again. It doubles again. It doubles again. And those green dollar signs are great if your name is Biff. But maybe if you're a bad guy, having all that money concentrated to one person might not be so rosy. Because again, this doubling won't stop. To take a look and understand kind of what this might mean practically, we'll look at Desmos, desmos.com. It's awesome. You've probably used it in your classes before, either at middle school or at Cass High School. And what we're used to looking at is linear equations, right? Like 2, like 2x. How dare you not work? Hold on one second. Technical glitch. How rude. Heavens, heavens, heavens. Okay, so I can't get Desmos to work. I will figure that out for my next video. Whatever. Okay. So we'll talk about linear versus exponential next time too. Just suffice it to say that 2x is very different than exponential growth, okay? Because what we actually have is 2 to the x power, which we'll look at next time. Okay, so we come back to our original question. Yeah, goodness, how scary is that? All that growth. Would you rather be an unimportant character in The Walking Dead or be an unimportant character in Back to the Future? Both of them have some world-altering exponential situations happening, and I'm really curious which one you would rather be in. Also, when you leave a comment, please tell me why. I would really love to hear that too. I think the teachers will also share our thoughts and opinions after some of the students have, because we don't want to really influence what you're thinking. Y'all stay safe. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this. There'll be more in our Would You Rather series for exponential functions this week. Bye-bye. See you next time.